Hi, this is Zap, and welcome to the resetnzap podcast.
I just need a reset. No, it's not enough to press pause. I think I need a reset. I need a reset. Give me a reset.
We've been having this discussion that is very, very important.
Yeah, it's actually it's of the utmost importance.
Yeah. And we need to find and resolve. We gotta fix this problem once and for all.
Yeah, it's up to us. Only we can do it.
Yeah. And the question is a chicken sandwich a sandwich or a burger?
I'm going to have to start off by saying a chicken sandwich is not a burger.
Why is that?
Because...
Which is something I noticed that a lot of content creators are not okay with shaping their content around what the audience wants from you. You know, basically the expectations the audience has for you as a content creator, which is great because you grow. It's how it should be. You grow with the community and they basically shape your content. They mold it to what eventually it's going to be. But then at the same time, as you grow with your community and as you mold this content creation to what they want to watch, you have to have also your own.
Yeah, and this is something that I've always talked about. I said in every content creator or artist journey, there comes that point where you have to sit down and be like, is this what I want to do? Because to really become what you like, all right, so this kind of goes into something we're going to talk about in a different episode. Are you doing, what is the reason behind what you're doing this for? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? If you're trying to, become one of the best, or you're trying to become more known, or are you doing this because it's something you love, or is it a combination of the two? And because then there's different things that you have to do. Like if you're trying to, grow this as your business, then there's a different protocol you have to take.
Chef kiss. Because I love what I'm about to talk about right now. And it is about food. Guys, you need to understand something about me. Me being Hispanic, me being Puerto Rican. Food is the highlight of our culture. Food is what shapes us, is what defines my identity. I can talk about food all day.
Gaming hasn't been in a better space than it has been recently. Like, for me, there are so many games that I have yet to play, that I want to play, because I just have too many games to play. Like, between the Switch and the Xbox and all this other stuff, and my Steam library, which half of it I haven't even touched yet, I have even more games that I haven't yet to play that have come out in the past year or two, and I can't even seem to keep up. And I'm under the opinion that this is actually a golden age of gaming. Like, there's
rebranded everything you can think of, and I made that very first video in front of my collection. I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to reveal for the very first time that I am a female gaming content creator, and I love gaming. And to my surprise, it was very well accepted. I started with, what was that first video when I revealed it? Was my Miss Pac-Man collection.
Oh.
Remember that video?
Yes. I did not realize that was the first.
That was the very first video when I opened up and I revealed to the world that I was into gaming.
Wow. That makes so much sense now.
Yeah. Because I was like...
All right, well, here we go. The reason why this topic hits home for me, because it basically is the story of my life. Having to take a risk in order to get the things out of life that I want. And this journey starts with me. For those of you who may not know, that I am not from Texas. I actually am from the state of Virginia. And this actually this story goes back about 2 years. 2 years ago, I started my YouTube channel, Master Sword Music. And I started, creating this music and doing what you guys, know me for now. And through that journey, eventually I met someone special.
I wonder who.
Yeah, I wonder who that is. I met ZapCristal. And I saw the things that she was doing, and I instantly fell in love. I don't know. It was something about her that was just so different and so special than anyone that I ever met.
I'm kind of intrigued too. So for me, back in 2018, I was living in Puerto Rico. I started YouTube way back in like 2011, 2010, somewhere around there. And, it was great for what it was. But the truth is, it was kind of stagnant. It came a time that it was pretty stagnant. And I kind of reached cap of what I was able to do over there. I prayed for an opportunity, whether you believe in God or not, or whatever your beliefs may be, I just wished that something would have changed in my life. And in 2018, the way it changed was we were impacted by Hurricane Maria, and it was Category 5. Our island was completely destroyed. No electricity, no access to water, no telephone lines down. I was literally going to a river that was close to my house to collect water, just to do my laundry, just to be able to cook.
What goes into being a content creator? Behind the scenes look, like what does it really take to do what it is? Because a lot of people think you just record a video and you just throw it up there and now you're a content creator.
Yeah. Or that a video magically appears on YouTube.
Yeah. It just shows up for people who don't create content. It's just, you just click on the button and the videos are there. But there's more to that process and what goes into it. So I wanted to talk about that a bit. And why don't you since you're the expert content creator here, you know what I'm saying? You're my teacher in a way, you're my sensei.
Oh, God.
Why don't you give a little?
Wow, I've never been presented with such titles. I press record, I can actually do what I am needing to do in a video. Because like you said, nobody wants to watch me. Like if I were to be Crystal, I'm going to give you Crystal right now, I would be like, let me shut down Zap for a minute. Hey guys, welcome to my video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about games I enjoy. And so I don't know where to start, but these are the games I enjoy. Let them know if you're coming here, you're coming for this product and for this brand. This is what you're subscribing to. Beyond that point, I'm sorry, but you simply do not have access to it.
Exactly.
Because this is not part of my brand. It's not part of the product I'm offering to you. This is more like for example, what I said, the line between ZapCristal and Crystal. If you ask me a question, that doesn't necessarily mean I have to answer it. I'll answer it if it goes accordingly to my brand.
And the world,
back in my day.
This is my old man speech. Let me get back on. All right, y'all youngsters. Back in my day, we used to walk 5 miles to go use the bathroom. Yeah. Nah, but seriously. Oh, yeah.
Like they're really tapping into how accessible can I make my services and overall this console to everyone in general. Not only to our hardcore gamers, but just to the average everyday consumer. To a mom that's going to purchase a console for their kids. Any type of audience. How are we going to cater correctly to everyone in general? And Game Pass. You know what I compare Game Pass to? In a funny way, I compare it like going to Blockbuster.
Yeah.
When you went, those weekends. I didn't think you would enjoy it as much as you are.
I actually love Animal Crossing.
Because you never played Animal Crossing before.
No, Animal Crossing New Horizon is the first Animal Crossing game I've ever played. we were, looking into, games that we could play together, and you were telling me about Animal Crossing, how you used to play it all the time and all this fancy stuff that you had. And I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to try it, but it seemed like one of those games that you need to play with somebody or have somebody that knows something about the game. You can't just jump into it by yourself. Excuse me. But yeah, so I was like, all right, fine, I'll try it. And, I downloaded it and we started playing Animal Crossing. Next thing I knew it, I've absolutely fell in love with that game. And I've become a really big fan of that game.
Yeah, Spiritfarer holds a very special place in my heart. I will say it's one of those games that I've connected to it in such a way that I could play it so many times and still have the same reaction.
Yeah, you talked about that game in your healing video, right?
Yes, I did actually.
Yeah,
I had a video I talked about my healing journey and presented a list of games that helped me go through some rough times.
It's so funny because me and his story align so much because it also takes the help of a beautiful young lady to help him realize his his way.
Oh wow.
So I kind of equate their story kind of a little bit to ours.
Wow. That was interesting.
Yeah, I snuck in on you, didn't I?
Yeah.
See that coming, did you?
Yeah, I did not. Absolutely did not.
Neither did I, but sometimes I get to talking and things just come out.
Just a blurb. Me, piggybacking to what I was discussing earlier, bringing back that balance in my life made me realize that the second challenge in my life was to cleanse and clean up my circle. As dumb as it may sound, which is not dumb at all now in my life, but that's what I used to say back in the day, My grandma used to always mention the fact that it's important who you spend your time with, because eventually that will form and shape who you are as a person. And, me,
You know what I'm talking about? Like, what I'm saying? It was that era in the 90s where you had your Little Johns and your Yang Yang Twins, and it was all about that booty shaking club music type stuff. I was like, I wonder, could I do that with video game references?
Mm-hmm.
I challenged myself. I said, make a song like that, but in your style. Can you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I came up with a song called Rumble Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, shake that thing like a rumble pack. Rumble pack. Rumble, rumble, rumble pack. Go shake that thing like a rumble pack. Hey! So that's how that song came to be. Like, I was literally trying to make a song like some of my favorite artists, but I wanted to do it in my style. So I was like, all right, so you shaking, booty shaking, what shakes? Rumble packs. You remember the N64 rumble pack? The things are shaking it. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use that as my reference. And then I started just going from there. And that challenge really motivated me to do something different. So I was like, I never would even thought. Everybody, what's up? It's your boy TJ.
And can we stop? All right, enough stop. That was long enough.
Okay.
I have to rant. I have to something because I don't even know at this point. I just gotta talk about something. I gotta take it off my chest.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
I gotta put it out there.
Put it out. Let's put
on
it out
the
there.
good old Ethernet.
On the Ethernet.
Ethernet.
I don't know about that one. That's a new place. You have to show me this Ethernet one of these days.
What this person does.
So glad you said that.
And, the sad reality of it is that your content might suck. And if you have somebody that's bigger than you that actually invites you and gives you the opportunity, and that subscriber goes and watches you, that's your one shot to convince them. And if your catalog of videos is not strong enough or good enough, guess what? They're not going to watch you anymore.
Yeah.
And it was not worth your time to even collab with this person. It really aligns with your brand or not.
Okay.
3, be clean in your DMs. The truth is that everything is public. So if you do reach out to a content creator, think beforehand, how are you going to message these people? Because it is as simple as screenshotting something and putting it out there for the world to see.
I was about to say that.
So just think about it. Like, number one, consider the fact of do I really need to send a DM, or can I send a business email to this person? If this person doesn't have a business email, okay, I'm going to have to DM this person. So how should I DM this person? Is this person approachable? Is this going to affect me in any sort of way? And if it checks off all your boxes, what am I even going to say? Okay, that will make this person.
Remember that 90s as hell commercial? Oh my God! Like I haven't. Wow, I'm sorry, y'all. My mind is like kind of blown right now, because I haven't thought about that game in like forever. But as soon as you said it, like I saw the commercial, I saw the board game in my head. Like
yeah, Don't Wake Up Daddy.
I just had a moment.
Cheerios. Oh yeah, that was considered gaming. Card games, Uno. Oh Lord, a lot of relationships were destroyed with Uno. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah,
but
and if you're black, a lot of relationships were destroyed with spades.
oh God.
Yeah, where my black people at? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
But that was gaming back in the day. You both can play, and yeah, that was one of my earliest memories, and I still gave him a hard time even playing that game. I'm like, you better not screw it up.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's I'm proud of those moments. I'm a proud gamer.
Didn't expect that to go that way, but here we are.
Kudos to the siblings who fought in the 90s. It's now made us the gamers we are. God dang it. Anyways.
You know what? With that being said, I think it's time for a reset.
It's a reset. All right, let me reset.
Yeah, there we go.
Like I reset his game.
This is as we've called it once before. This is the hamburger.
This is the meaty section
of the podcast.
Team Burger.
Yeah, Burger Life.
I still think it's #Team Sandwich.
Yeah, Burger Life over here. You already know it.
Yeah, recently I watched an ad that said chicken sandwich. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It probably was because it was a chicken breast and not ground chicken.
Because my dad is a fan of Tomb Raider. That's his girlfriend, his crush.
Oh, word.
Dad.
I mean, what guy didn't have a crush on Laura Croft? Though?
You know what I mean?
Come on.
And so
she was the first baddie.
So my mom for Christmas.
Tears of the Kingdom. It was a certain. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's a certain scene towards the end of the game where something very emotional happens, and the music that they had the full orchestra come out. You could hear the strings and the pianos and all these instruments. Just like they definitely pulled out a full orchestra for that one.
You needed some tissues.
Oh yes.
You know.
Don't do that to my girl. Don't do that.
Had a segment where you talked about it from my popular on-demand series, Video Game Secrets.
Yes. Yeah, I did talk about that.
You actually got to talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, like you play the instrument, and if you do it at a certain time and play a certain song, you get certain effects.
Yeah.
If you want to know what that is, you should go check out that video. But I did mention that. And like, it's not the only time that they've done that. In Twilight Princess, you get like a harp instrument where you can play the harp and do certain things. The goddess harp. There's Majora's Mask where you get several instruments. You get the drum.
The theme is very appropriate. And
I'm hurting right now. I'm hurting right now.
And then when you take the boat rides, Cap'n just bust out one of his rhymes and he just be singing and all that. And and then KK with his concerts. Oh my God, I can go on. I can just go on.
You actually hurting me right now because now I got like this 2 game. I'll say that the reason why I didn't pick Animal Crossing is because I just recently got into Animal Crossing.
Gotcha.
So it hasn't had enough time to sink in with me yet.
Yeah.
But if I grew up playing Animal Crossing, it probably would have been on my list.
Yeah, for me, like I've already been playing for a long time.
So like that music is just like in you now.
Yeah.
So, like, I just got into
So right now, like Animal Crossing Horizon just holds a very special place in my heart. So I think that it's kind of the same way as
some good music in there.
Stardew Valley. It's the same,
You literally just pulled it out of my head. I was literally going to say
that. Experts, both seasonal, seasoned veterans. Put that sazon, that adobo, sprinkle it, toss that sauce. I think this episode, I'm dedicating this episode to you as well, Chris, because you were a huge help of my growth. So shout out to Chris and to you for this. I was in a very dark period in my life, guys. Like I mentioned before, I was going through a burnout phase.
Okay, I know what this is.
And this burnout phase led to me almost wanting to just up and quit.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was.
But deep down inside, I didn't want to quit because this has been my baby. You know, I've been doing this since my son here probably was 4 or 5 years old. So I've been doing this for a long time, okay? Is what I'm trying to say. And this is all I've ever known. And I truly am passionate about it. And I think you know this now that you're with me. So I was struggling about it because I wanted to produce the same quality of videos and what I've been known for, but I was stuck and couldn't see outside of what I had already built. So when I sat down and talked to you guys for the very first time started creating a plan for me. Like you actually stepped into the role of auditing my channel.
Yeah.
And it reminded me when I did it for you.
I've never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
But that's really true.
But it was reversed now. You were auditing for me, and I never thought I would have somebody auditing my channel, besides my mentors. I have to make a confession.
Confession?
Right now. Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah, well, first of all, can we press play?
That was an interesting transition. So I feel like Bayonetta is like kind of that, like, hey, you can't body, you ain't shaming me up in here. You ain't gonna make me feel bad for being this beautiful woman. Like you're not gonna make me ashamed of who I am.
Yeah, she's very confident who she
it's like
is.
I don't care what you say. This is who I am. This is how I dress. This is what I wear. If you got a problem with it, I'm gonna shoot you because I got guns in my feet.
Yeah.
So I can do that.
Wow. That went quickly down south.
Yeah, I did.
Like it's almost like a spell. It's like he has this, and that's why I say it's my weakness. He has a very bad temper. He gets angry easily, but I can't get angry because then when he smiles, I'm like, oh yeah, I could deal with this.
Mifa from Breath of the Wild, and yes, I know the first thing people are gonna say is she's a fish person. Yes, I know this.
But it's 2023.
She is a fish person. First of all, she is still cute. I don't care.
We have the right.
She's still cute
to choose,
and she's so sweet. Like she's.
That man is fighting for his wife. That man is fighting for his kid, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to get this crap right. Okay. That's what I love about The Evil Within 2.
Her enemies. She has the coolest cutscenes where like people try to sneak up on her and kill her, and she sees them coming. She snaps her fingers, and they just die because she's that powerful. Like she fights like she's just, and she's so loving. Like she's Zelda's mother and her are best friends. So like she's like really caring and loving for her daughter. And just What, you jealous now? You mad? You mad? The way I've always been the tough love kind of person. But I would say the first thing is when you feel like you want to quit, don't quit. And to go in more detail with that, I would say that to me, giving up is a selfish emotion.
All I can say is that I'm just glad I'm out of it, and that I'm in a much better place right now. So, what I'm trying to say is, you're never fully lost. You just gotta look in the right direction, and once you find it, it's just gonna click. Once it clicks, I want to remind you to
reset and zap. Reset and zap. Reset and zap.
reset and zap.
And zap.
Reset and zap for the week.